Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly. I am your host, Miss Carly Baby. Tonight we have actress and artist Christina J joining the show so that we can have girl talk. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this.
Chestnuts roasting
On an open fire. And welcome to Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly. Girl talk from a grown woman's perspective. Hey, Miss Christina J.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So you guys, Christina is my girlfriend, and we're gonna have real conversation, girl talk. We're gonna discuss all the things that we talk about privately and intimately. So, you know, you guys are a little, you guys are a little privy to this. So, welcome. So, let's find out a little more about you.
Okay.
I know about you.
All right.
But, of course, some of our viewers may or may not know you.
Okay.
So, what is the most interesting thing about you?
Oh, I don't know now that you're asking. Wait a minute, this is PG.
Right?
No.
So, you are an actress?
Yes, I'm an actress.
I think that's pretty interesting.
Yes, but my number one is music. I have my live band. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of my friends is trying to get me into recording. So, we'll start, getting some
I want you to. I think you have a beautiful voice, and you deserve to allow the world to hear it.
Thank you.
So, you guys
Did
will...
you get paid to say that?
I did. Hashtag ad.
I'll drink
Let's
to
cheers
that.
to that. All right. So, shout out to Trav and Alicia in the back, making sure we are good to go. We are in a vibe right now.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about dating. We're going to talk about careers. We're going to talk about balancing life. We're going to talk about kids. We're going to talk about dating guys that have children. Okay, that and Miss Christina J hasn't had her bun in the oven quite yet. So we're going to talk about a lot of different stuff. So we're going to be vulnerable, guys. So please judge us not.
Judge us not.
Exactly. So moving right along. So you're an actress.
Yes.
You're also a recording artist.
Okay.
Yes. Claim
Yes.
it.
I said okay.
And so you have a little Yorkie.
Nope. Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua. A Chihuahua.
Yes.
Okay, so that's really cute, Bailey.
Yes, Bailey.
Okay.
It's my baby. She
Right.
is about to be 13.
Oh,
Yes.
she be cutting up.
No, she's the sweetest little thing.
Let me ask you a question. So, and we're gonna be a little unorthodox this show, guys. So, do you think a lot of women have dogs? Like single women have dogs? I've heard that from guys.
I don't know. I wouldn't say so. Most of my friends don't.
So they say a lot of single women have dogs, which I think is very interesting because a couple of my single girlfriends have dogs.
Okay.
So, I think that's a very interesting.
Well, one thing about it, so my neighbor keeps my dog a lot for me when I'm
Yeah.
traveling. But the thing, when I come back home, the thing that I kind of realize that I need is if you live alone, you need that dog.
Yes.
Because she can tell me if somebody's coming up to the house, driving in the driveway,
Right.
walking up. Oh, we need to know about you, creep.
So,
Yeah.
we know the
need
Creep
Bailey.
Squad is out there in full
Bailey is
effect.
a necessity.
So I think it is good for a woman that's single to
Yes.
have a dog.
Absolutely.
Because it also seconds as some sort of alarm system.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to tell you, Cinnamon sounds that alarm even when the little ugly
a fact.
pesky cat walks by.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a fact.
So, and then of course she vets everybody that comes in the house. And
Right.
I'm
And
sure
she
everybody
can
in here
read energies.
Yes. Animals can read energy.
They can.
Ooh.
So if you come in my house and my dogs don't like you,
Bye-bye.
you're not welcome here.
So tell me this. So let's talk about, what should we talk about? Let's talk about dating.
Oh wow.
So you're single. You're successful.
Well, thank you.
Okay, you know this. Don't play games because this is girl
Me?
talk. Okay.
Me?
So you are successful. You own properties. You own homes. You own, vehicles. You're single, not married
That's
yet.
right. Never married.
Do you feel like men are threatened by you? And like women?
I feel like some men are intimidated. Some men.
Okay.
but that's usually the ones that don't have their stuff together.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So the ones though that have their stuff together, there are other issues there. There's some good ones,
Right.
but yeah, the ones that are intimidated are usually the ones that are not ready.
I've noticed that. Or not ready, and I would say insecure.
Absolutely.
Because you do have men that actually have a financial, foundation.
Right.
But they're also insecure. Money doesn't make you immediately secure.
That's
It
a
just
fact.
and people have to understand money makes you comfortable. It
Right.
buys comfortability. It doesn't buy and it buys an ego.
But
That's
it
already
doesn't
there.
make you not lame anymore.
But it
so
doesn't-
let me newsflash.
Let's talk about that.
Newsflash.
Money does not make you not lame anymore.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how much money you have.
fact.
Like you could still be that lame dude that's trying to
can.
buy friends, that's trying to show your money off to everybody. And for women like us, it looks weird.
It's a weird thing.
So we've been out several times and we've seen guys try to throw money in our faces. Like, oh, we'll take you. The guy,
shopping in the morning.
let me take you shopping in the morning. Take us, let me tell you. He's like, let me take you to Neiman's. You and your girlfriend. We're going to go to Neiman's. We're going to buy you matching bags. And we're like, okay. And then what happens?
Oh, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you. Like, I guess men say this to women thinking they're not going to call them out on it. And I'm going to be like, I'll call you in the morning.
Hello, it's noon.
Hi, it's noon time. So are we meeting there? Or
Right. And
which,
so-
which
right.
Neiman's,
And so I asked Christina, I'm like, okay, so these are real situations, guys. This is girl talk. So I'm like, Christina, that guy said he was going to take us shopping. So do you want to pick out my bag or?
Look, it's all, and honestly, I don't really, that's not what I expect from a man when I meet.
Right.
But it's like men are really coming up to women like they're really, we call it
Yes,
flexing.
flexing.
So it's like,
Hit 'em
I'm
with
going to
that
call
flex.
you all out on your flex. I want to call you out on it.
And it's really weird because when we go out, it's like we get, it's trust me guys, it's a lot of fun, okay? But it's really weird that these men feel like some of them will lead with conversation, but a lot of them will lead with money. And so I don't know if it's because of the way that we perhaps we carry ourselves. Maybe we have the energy of
You look like
success.
you're high maintenance.
Me. I mean,
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
I would prefer for a man to get to know me. Definitely, especially if you have your foundation and your stuff together.
Yeah.
Just talk to me because I'm gonna have even more respect for you coming to me as a gentleman.
Yeah.
If you're talking to me, I'm not expecting, but
Yeah.
you say, hey, can I buy you a drink? I'd love
Yeah.
to. Can I buy you a cocktail? I'd love to, converse with you or have a conversation with you. Some guys are probably watching going, oh, that's lame. No, I want to be approached like a woman.
Yeah.
I love living in my feminine energy.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be, if you're doing this for every woman, it's not special. So if you're meeting
It's
all
not.
these women, taking them to Neiman's, miss me with it.
And me too.
Yeah, so if it's like, if you somehow, I don't know how you could see something in me. Perhaps you may, when you first meet me, that you say, I just want to take care of her.
I know what he
cool, I
sees.
respect you. But if you're just doing it, it's your game and it's just something you do with everybody, I'm not interested.
It's very cliche, I would
Yeah.
say. And so I'm sure some guys watching is because they're watching Girl Talk because you want to know.
What
And
we're
gonna
thinking.
we're gonna let you know. Don't lead with money. It's not, they're probably saying, well, what do you guys want? What do you want? You want money? Don't women want money? Yes, we want a foundation. We want a gentleman. We want someone to court us properly. If we're going out on a date, you could send an Uber. We can meet up. I'm fine with that. And I'm also fine with initial meetups as coffee
yeah.
situations. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
Like
okay with that.
small outings.
We can start with a small outing to see if we like each other.
Right.
Because if we don't like each other, I don't want to sit across from a beautiful
Oh, a
dinner at one of
beautiful
my
dinner.
favorite restaurants
Right.
and have to look at you knowing that I don't want to deal with you.
That's right.
So tell me this, because I know guys are probably like, ugh, if you go out to dinner and there's a guy that you know that you may or may not be interested in, once you get to dinner,
Oh.
do you order the lobster and the filet mignon and everything else?
The let me be honest with you. Anytime I've gone out with a man, I don't even really order what I would.
You don't
normally
even do that when we go out. I'm like, order some food.
No. So normally, my favorite food is shellfish. I love
Yes.
lobster, oysters.
Yes.
And I just generally don't order that when I go out with a man unless he's just really pushing it because
Yeah.
I usually try to let me get a side salad and
Yeah, I'll get a bisque.
Maybe I'll get like a appetizer, oyster appetizer, but I don't usually get a full meal.
So I will tell you, one time I went on a date, and it was a first date, and he says he took me to Cuts. And I had never been there, which it's okay, you know, based off of like my selection. I'm a foodie, so I love like eating at different places. But he was like, order whatever you like, just let's. And so I knew the class of man it was, so I knew that it was okay for me to order lobster tails.
Ooh.
Okay. But it's, you know, we go out and we eat elaborately.
Yes.
So, but I was just like, okay, I'm gonna order the lobster tails. And I even asked him, I said, should I order the lobster tails or should I get the salmon? And he goes, you like lobster, get the lobster.
Yeah.
So it was almost like I kind of tested the waters to see if he'd be like, oh, it's really good salmon or it's really good.
But you know, I think that's only us doing that. Women that have their stuff together, we are kind of considerate, but I feel like when I'm talking to men, the women who don't have their stuff together, it's like, take me out the lobster.
Right. And so there's this thing, one of my guys told me, hey, Kirk, shout out to Kirk. He's like, yeah, I took this girl out one time and I just got to know her. I won't tell the whole story, but he said she ordered all this food and food to go. Who orders food to go?
Man.
Like a whole entree and then food to go.
You relax.
Honey, somebody was hungry, okay?
No, she's taking somebody home. She's taking something home for her boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Travis in the back shaking his head like, ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. But yeah, I think as a woman, there should be a code.
Yeah.
Okay. That even if you can afford to pay for the entire dinner, because, you know, we do flex a little bit as well as women.
Yeah.
But we have to know when there's a time and place to flex.
Right.
And I think that, so there's a time and place to know when it's time to flex.
And then again, I let the men, usually when I go out to eat with a man, I let him lead. So I'll see what he's ordering.
Yes.
Or like, you know, if he's like doing appetizers, he's doing appetizers. He got money.
We got some money. So for me, I'm a foodie. And there's specific restaurants I like to go to. So I know if I'm going to Capitol, I'm getting their fried lobster. Hands down. It's freaking the best in the city. Shout out to Capitol Grill. They take care of me every time I go. Thank you so much, Chelsea. I love you, girl.
Me.
We shall go afterwards.
Okay.
Well, wait. She's like, whoa.
Okay.
That's okay. They're still open. But yes, Capitol has the best lobster. And mind you, we eat collectively as girlfriends, and we also go out with collective friends to eat. So it's not like I don't wait to go and eat at a restaurant, a nice restaurant to go, you know, for a guy. I don't say I'm going to wait and go, you know, on a date. But see,
some women just wait for, like, some women date to go out to eat.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a mess.
I feel like
you gotta protect your energy.
You do. And it's interesting because I wonder if guys are able to decipher those type of women ahead of time and they just want to try it out.
I don't know.
Do they do that?
I think some of them are. I mean, we all see the videos where the guy pays his own tab and then he starts recording, puts the woman on social media.
God, I can't.
Like you ain't busting it open.
Wow.
But obviously, though, he felt like, you know, the night maybe wasn't going to go his way, and she just wanted a free meal, so he went on ahead and aired her out. It is what it is.
That's really cloudy.
I don't like. First off and foremost, like, what is this date for? Are you recording? I mean, do you want to have sex?
Like a viral? Are you trying
afterwards?
to go viral?
Right? Are you trying to go viral? Like, that's so classless to me.
What if he's just trying to warn other men? Like, this
Don't
is what
use
she
me as
does.
well, he would never use
Warn
us
yourself, sir. Save yourself.
So what you're saying is the bros shouldn't let each other know that this is a red flag, bro. This
First
is
off,
what
I
she
think
do.
it's disrespectful to sit there and video somebody. Look at this woman, she's
At the
doing this
table
and
with
she's
me.
doing. How about you just be classy about it and say, you know what? Have a nice night. I'm gonna head out.
That's a man.
That's a man.
A real man.
Right? Sign. Complete the check.
I mean, me personally, I go ahead and pay and then laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
Well,
you
that's
just
what
try
I'm
me
saying.
out.
Like I would expect a guy, or if you know, not personally, but I would expect. Oh, sorry, guys. I would expect that guy to go ahead and pay for the check and just say, you know what, it was great. I enjoyed you, but I don't think we're a good match. That hurts more than anything.
Yeah.
But see, I also know that every date doesn't equal. It doesn't mean I'm getting in the draws. You know what I'm saying? Every date doesn't mean that.
Are we thinking
it does not
this?
mean that. Look, some men do think that.
Is
Look,
this a conversation?
some men definitely think
You
that.
think
Like,
you
bro, if
take
I'm
me to eat?
Look, some men, and men, everybody knows brothers like this. Man, if I'm taking her out, she got to do something. What your boy said? Hey, what your boy said? What your boy Future said? King Toxic.
I don't listen to Future.
King Toxic. Chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates.
And then he walks away, guys. Okay, this is a bit. This girl talking
That's not
very
me though. That's not me. No, that's not me.
So my thing is, I will say, I have never been in a situation where a man felt like he needed to receive something after he gave me something.
Right.
So I think that there's a specific woman that they seek out that will do those sexual favors for food or bags.
So we're doing sexual favors for steak now.
Yeah, I'm not. Count us
Wow.
out. I speak for all of us in here, all the ladies.
Wow.
But yes, there are women that are doing that. So what's happening, and we've discussed this, it lowers, ladies, girl talk. It lowers our value when we whore ourselves out, sorry for the language, but we whore ourselves out for minuscule items, very tangible items, okay? So what we have to do is, like you mentioned, friend, protect our energy.
Yes.
Be selective. And allow the man to what? Pursue you.
Pursue you. Full court press.
But we need y'all brothers to pursue properly. And don't pursue with the notion of receiving something afterwards. Can I get a hallelujah in the back, Trav?
Hallelujah. But no, full court press, pursue a woman. Full court press.
What is it? And let's make sure that guys know because they're watching.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
What is a full press?
Full court press.
There we go.
Okay.
Let them know.
So listen, you can't. So this is the game I'm seeing that's being played. A man will come to you and say he's interested in you, right? And I want to take you out or whatever, and he might take you out, and then somehow he try to flip it. Like you need to start pursuing him. So, a guy's actually told me that I need to, perhaps compete and prove to him why
he can choose you. We talked about that.
But here's the thing, though. There should be a pursuit on both sides.
We agree with that.
Bro, then you need to do
I
what
agree
you
with
gotta
that.
do.
Now, to a certain degree, like I'm not taking you out and giving you
That
flowers.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
No,
Look, you at least need to text back.
Of course.
Call.
That wasn't
Things
what he
like
was
that.
asking.
That's not what
That's
this
not- he was
specific
not-
situation was.
He wasn't, because I am like, my idea of showing you that I am interested in you. First of all, every man doesn't get my time or attention.
Same.
So if you are able to call me and I pick up, you on a winning team, right? When I call you, if you don't answer, you text me right back. I know you love me.
Hi, I'm in a meeting. I'll text you back.
So that's really what it is. It's like if I call you, if you call me and I don't answer, I'll text you or call you back. That means you're on a team. If I call you 3 days later, a week later, you're out, So it's kind of like if you say, hey, Christina, I want to take you out Saturday, and I make myself available, you good. Like, that's a thing.
I feel like as it relates to pursuing, as for me, if a guy is showing me that he's pouring into me, I'm going to pour back into him.
That's a fact.
And I'm not, it doesn't take I'm going to take you on this lavish trip and I'm going to do all this stuff. And then he has to do all this stuff. And then for me to sit back like a queen and say, do more.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
would
ready
y'all
to
agree
pursue
that?
yet.
Would y'all agree that if a man is showing you if a man is pursuing you, he's showing you that he wants you, you should be showing him the same thing.
So let's talk about levels of pursuing.
Exactly.
Reciprocity.
Let's talk.
No,
that's
you
a
gotta
trigger
watch
word.
it. You
That's a
gotta
trigger
watch.
word. That's a trigger
watch.
word.
You gotta watch, because that reciprocity, I go way too far.
You will?
You go too far with it.
How you figure?
Men go too far with it. Because this guy told me that I need to reciprocate, and I was like, you talking about me? Like, what are you saying, sir? Like,
Sir.
Yeah, you should.
no, let's talk about it, because here's the thing.
Let's talk about it,
dear.
guys.
Okay? So like I said, if you have access to me,
Right.
then that's the reciprocation, okay? So you can call it what you want to. But if you, like I said, you have access to me, we're talking, I'm like, really, I wasn't really talking to anyone else, quite frankly.
You were actually in a non-committal situation.
A non-committed.
And so,
relationship.
you were actually not dating anybody else or entertaining anybody. And
he was talking about reciprocate. Reciprocate what? First of all, let's talk about it. As a man, don't ask me to reciprocate or pursue you or, kind of match your energy when you are unready. If you come into a situation telling me that you're not ready for a relationship, baby, you are put in a category.
So, men, when you are
That's
not
different.
ready for a relationship, go ahead, Trav.
No, go ahead. No, I was just saying
when
that's
you're
different.
not ready for a relationship and you're pursuing us or we're pursuing a woman,
Yes.
you have to respect the space that you're in.
Yes.
Because what happens is if you are not ready, whether you need therapy, you're healing from a relationship, you're in an unhappy marriage and you're living separate and you're dating, whatever it may look like, you have to understand that if you're not ready, we should not give you 100%.
Right. So,
If a man is not ready, you probably shouldn't give him 5%.
well, hold on.
Well, wait.
Unless you're just trying to go goddamn eat some steak and lobster for free.
Because here's what they do. They'll approach you as they say they're not ready, okay? But then they start to approach you and kind of pursue you
come on now
in
with
a
the
manner
pursue.
that it seems that they're ready. They're trying to cloud the mind.
It's a manipulation tactic.
manipulation. So listen. So as a woman, and I told the guy, I said, I kind of see what you're doing. I know the game.
She identified it.
I know the game. I said, so don't think that it's going to change my perception and how I'm handling this situation.
Right.
Because I know you're not ready. And so,
And you said you weren't ready.
yeah, and you said you weren't ready. Not me. I'm ready. Yeah.
So what it was is you handled him,
yeah.
and we're using that word
Not
loosely,
loosely, because
but we handled it. You handled it as if he was not ready.
I followed his lead. So if you tell me you're not ready and you just want friends and then I'm just going to be your friend. Please understand,
Right.
men, don't approach women, not a real woman, and say, I really am only looking for friends, because that's where I'm going to place you, in that zone.
Right.
But men I hear a lot of men saying, I want to be friends first and then we'll skip into being lovers.
No.
Sir, no. If you're friend zone,
You're
that's where
friend zone. You're in the
there.
box. I'm not interested in sleeping with my friends.
At all.
I'm not interested in... Because what happens is you have to be in a space where you're able to sacrifice that friendship if it doesn't work out.
Exactly.
So you really need to lead with intention and be serious about
Lead
it.
with intention. And that's the thing. When I've asked men, what is your intention? And a
Right.
lot of men, believe it or not, have no intention. They have
Men
nothing.
are dating with reservations and hesitations.
That's it.
Okay, so let's talk about men that are dating with reservations and hesitations. Okay, this is a very similar situation. Okay, but reservations, as in meaning they have an expectation as to what they want dating you. But then when you start pouring in and being vulnerable, then all of a sudden there's hesitation. Why do men do that? But they still want to pursue you as normal. But all of a sudden the hesitations kick in when things are amazing. Things are going great. You're doing your cooking. You guys are going on hiking, trips. You guys are like
Probably because you've done something that they don't like.
No,
That's
incorrect.
No. You make everything.
Your
you
breath
do.
stank or something.
Sir, keep it down
What
in the
did
back.
he say?
So,
What did he say about what?
so my thing is, I feel like a lot of men, it goes back to the unhealed segment of a couple shows ago.
Okay.
And so I think what happens is a lot of men they find a woman, they're going through the motions of dating as per usual, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I like this girl.
Yeah.
She's making me feel vulnerable.
Ooh.
She's
like you too
right?
much.
I'm starting to like you too much.
Yeah.
And then what happens is these guys start to retreat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they have all these reservations.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do this. And their
Yeah.
their patterns start to change.
Yeah, and the funny thing, like, men, please, never tell. Here's what I tell you. The rule number 1.
Girl talk.
Never tell a woman what you used to do for another woman.
Please, because now my expectations are super duper high.
Because you're going to do for me 8 times what you did for her, because I am a better woman than you ever had. Period.
Trav, what do you think about that? Never tell another woman or a woman that you're pursuing or you're dating what you did in the life that you had with another woman.
No, you shouldn't.
Exactly.
Well, a lot of guys
Hell
are out there
no.
doing that. There was a guy that tried to pursue me, or that, tried to pursue me, I'll say that. And he was telling me what he did for his wife, his ex-wife, rather. And we talked about this. Oh, I did this, and she had this 6-carat ring, and she had this, and she had that. And I was like, wow. And he's like, and I pursued her, and I did this, and I did that. over the course of several years of knowing this person, and then this person wants to pursue me and then says, well, we had to have the pursuing conversation.
Oh, you want to come to the house.
And so then he says, well, at this point in my life, I'll pursue a little bit and then I'll wait to get reciprocation and then I'll pursue.
How's that working for you, buddy?
Not at all.
Because the first time you got married,
right.
you got a wife from that.
So
How is it working now?
So my thing is, keep that same energy. Because if you're a more refined man now and you're dating a more refined woman than you were pursuing initially, then you should keep that same energy. I feel like what happens is men, they get hurt. They have these traumas. They meet women, such as us. We'll use us as an example, not all women, but they'll meet us. And then they'll say, well, I really like you. For my ex-wife, I bought her, a car, and I did all this stuff. And on our first date, I flew her to Italy. But on our first date, you're saying, let's go for coffee, or let me come over. Let me come over. What? And then you're asking for what, reciprocity? Reciprocation.
What? What am I reciprocating? Like, what have you done?
So guys, understand, we're not coming from a place of scorn. We're not. This is girl talk. We're just giving you guys the inside. We're giving everybody to get inside.
Let's talk about the happy side. Let's talk about what is right. How to do it right.
So let me tell you this. I had an experience where I dated this guy, and people always say, because there's always the naysayers, they'll say, well, what happened to that guy? It was a successful relationship. So anyway, we would go to we will go on trips together. Yeah. We would go to Chick-fil-A together. He would buy me my fries with my Polynesian sauce and surprise me. I would come home and it would be food cooked with wine and a love note. It would be, let's go get wings back in the day when I used to eat meat.
Lemon pepper.
Right, lemon pepper, honey, wing ranch,
honey,
okay?
Honey, lemon pepper.
Don't start, because I'm refined. No meat here. So it's like, people have to understand that relationship was I would say it was a very flexible, very colorful relationship. It wasn't all glitz and glam, but it was a lot of that. But it was a good happy medium of the other stuff.
We love it.
We would go on hikes together.
I love hiking.
But we would also go and stay at the nicest hotels.
That's it.
Okay, we went to Monticello and we got a little 2-seater something, I don't know, it was like a Geo Metro equivalent. And we drove from DC to Virginia to go and tour like the Jefferson's plantation. We went to an Amish town. I was telling somebody about this. Guess what? Pulling the top back and driving up to Helen, Georgia to look at the rooftops.
But this is the most beautiful thing. Like when you're with a bright person, it's not about how much money you spend. It's about like just being with them.
And the experiences that you have together.
Have you ever just been with somebody and you were just like, we can just be doing nothing and we're having the best time?
Yes, I want that.
Yeah.
But I need someone you have to act right. You can't be pissing me off and doing stupid stuff and trying to match me with every person that you may see me with.
Yeah.
And then be saying, okay, let's cuddle. Let's cuddle. No, I don't want you to touch me.
Yeah.
So men, stop being insecure. Go get fucking help. Like, go get help. There's a lot of guys out there, and I will tell you.
And hold on, no, what y'all need
I respect
to do,
a man with help.
What you need to do is, honestly, you need to do what makes you happy. Because it's a lot of y'all that y'all claim y'all in relationships, and a lot of y'all are unhappy. Let's be clear.
So there are a lot of Trav in the back. Question.
Trav in the back.
Question. How many unhappy married men do you think there are out there that are trying to pursue single women?
Whoa.
I would say probably at least 50%. At least half.
No, more.
I would say 75 in Atlanta.
I'm giving men the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying at least half.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, help us.
I would say about 75%, because there are a lot of them now, and I don't know why, because if you're my husband, you're wearing your wedding ring as I'm wearing mine. But they'll sneak out. And they'll be out here. And I look at rings. I look at fingers.
I look at the fingers, see if you got that little
tan line. Girl talk. The little tan line tells it all.
Really? If you don't see it at the top, look at the bottom and see if it's a little smooth line here.
Right. And ladies, girl talk, girl code, G code. If you are married, don't play that, we don't care about wearing rings. He's my husband. Make your husband wear a ring in Atlanta or in LA or in New York.
That's something you need to talk about before you get married, because first of all, a lot of people don't talk. Oh, you know, you got married. Oh, he don't like jewelry. I don't care.
Well, wear that little rubber ring.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you this. When I get married, my husband's going to have, I want to get him 2 wedding rings. I need him to have a gold one, and I need him to have a I don't know, gunmetal or
No,
whatever. Other. Then guess what he's getting? He's getting a lifetime supply of those little rubber rings.
Oh, well.
Okay, you get a yellow one, you get a green one, you get a Falcons one.
But you're going to get it.
But you're going to get it because, and it's not a controlling thing. It's the
Yeah.
fact that I need the world to know, as you want the world to know, that I'm a taken woman. Yeah, one of my friends told me, he's like, he's married, and he told me, he says, Carla, you don't understand. Since I've gotten married,
It's worse.
more women are approaching me.
Yeah.
This ring, it's probably best I don't wear one.
That's a fact.
And I said, well,
He probably will be less desired if he
Because
didn't wear it.
there's really no strings attached. I think married men are more desirable. Well, first of all, because obviously somebody wants them. They're in a relationship.
No, I would say married men pursue women on a level that single
men
don't.
do not.
No.
Yes, that's a fact.
Oh my God, say that again.
Married men will pursue women on a level that single men do not.
Carly, I asked you this question a couple days ago.
Uh-oh.
Are men in relationships more desirable? Are they more attractive?
So for me, I'm not interested in a married man.
No.
However, there is a market, and I'll tell you why. So let's talk about it. All right, this is truth serum. This is girl talk, you guys. This is a little unorthodox. Married men will pursue a single woman, treat her like a lady,
Oh, a queen.
a queen.
Princess.
He will pay all of her bills.
Hello.
He will come and see her. He will
Take her on
he
trips.
will D her down. You know what it is. He will make sure that her responsibilities are taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh babe, are you going out of town? Here's some extra money. They will pursue you in ways a single man cannot even amount to. That is the reason why single women get in these committed relationships with married men, because they pursue to the 10th power. They are pharaohs. They are out here whole kings.
They are.
Like, I will take care of you. You need your hair done? No problem.
You don't even have to ask.
You don't even have to ask.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why these married men are so, like, they are the fattest, most
That's a
richest
fact.
meat of the freaking
That's a
cow,
fact.
okay?
It's a fact. It's sad.
They are unfortunately the filet mignon
sad.
of dating.
And that's why, like, if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have said I wanted to be married.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have 2 kids.
We
Now-
talked about this the other day.
Yeah, but you can ask me now, and I don't know. Like,
Well-
the marriage part,
Man, they spending their wife money.
say, what?
That's
What?
messed up.
Who's spending their wife money?
See, y'all ain't even catch that, huh? Listen to what you just said.
Oh,
said
taking
married men.
That's a fact. That's a
They
fact.
spending their wives' money
Let me tell you.
on other women.
And that's what I said.
That's
so,
wrong.
Okay, so talk about it.
So neither one of us have been with married men. Let's just make sure that we establish that.
Right.
But we know of people that have, and we've seen the lifestyles, okay?
Yeah.
So we can speak to it from actual and factual information.
That's
This is
right.
not like, oh, those, because we gotta do the both. We gotta give you the
here's the-
information, and we gotta talk to the naysayers.
And the problem is, like, I've seen people whose marriages have dissolved, and I'm like, so kind of what happened? And, like, if you're having issues, first of all, and I'm going to tell you, like, if I speak to a man who's been married and divorced, if your reason is because you were taking money out of the house to take care of other women,
Ooh.
be it the strip club or another woman,
Oh my God.
it's not going to work with me. We're going to have the same
It's not gonna work with me either. I don't want my husband taking money out of our household to go to the strip club.
Because if you, and then, hold on, not only taking money out of your house, but asking you to pay bills
What?
when they taking money out of the house to go to the strip
I
club.
don't even know what that means.
Oh my, my heart is, ooh, let me have a moment.
Oh, cheers. Let's have a
My
moment.
moment.
A moment for those wives. I hope you guys had a moment too. But so I'm okay with my husband having fun and
Yeah.
going out with his boys.
Absolutely.
I personally am not
Respectfully.
okay. Respectfully. I personally would not be okay with my husband going to a strip club.
Me either.
Because I feel like
not-
it is, period.
not tipping, not donating. Not the
Because he's
donation.
got to, I mean, what is he going to be, the bum guy that's going to
Yeah.
not tip? So my thing is, I'm not in the generation of let's go to the strip club
No,
together.
we're not.
No.
No.
And I won't be going to the strip club either. How about that?
I don't go to strip club.
So, right. And so my thing is, when we're married and we're in a union, I think, and this is coming from women that actually have, we're grown women, okay, with a perspective of a grown woman.
Yeah.
So, and you guys have to excuse, I'm a little nasally today. So
She's always nasally.
I'm nasally today, y'all. But I will handle and carry myself as a married woman, even in the company of my girlfriends. And this is what men have to understand, because no, we're not getting together to go to see Swinging Richards. Hello, Swinging Richards. Let me just trick off all my, right, or trapeze. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never been. I
I've
know
never
you have
been.
never even been either. Trav in the back. Have you ever been to trapeze? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, is that something you would be interested in doing with a girlfriend or someone you're dating?
Yeah.
Oh, you nasty.
Nasty
You
little
nasty.
thing.
Do the lips.
Oh, bro.
Nasty.
I mean, I've had women ask me to send videos of me having sex with other women, so obviously somebody want to see it.
Did you do that? Asking for a friend.
That's not that easy, because a lot of motherfuckers be like, "You recording me right now?" You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
a
you
lot of
can't
women
just-
are women okay with being recorded?
Not really. No. So
He's
that's why I
like,
say
not the way I
that's
be doing
not easy.
it. They're not okay with all this stuff.
Not really.
My ears.
So that request is not easy to fulfill.
Okay.
Most of the time. So,
Okay, fair enough. We'll get
Wow.
back on task.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think there are certain ways and certain places and certain demeanors that you should carry as a married woman. And I think what's happening, I saw this, you know what, all relative. I saw this NFL's wife. Her name was, what was it? I
Oh,
sent it to you. DeJuan Lewis? I don't know. He was an NFL star, and his wife was on Instagram saying, I spend his money. Mind you, she was not a sister. Hey, shout out to you, marry whoever you want. But I just have to specify. She was not of African-American descent at all. And she was pouring her coffee or wine in the morning with her
Probably
pajamas on.
cappuccino.
And she was saying she spends her husband's money whichever way, because once they get married, they split everything. Like everything is, like whatever is hers is his, and whatever hers is hers. And guess what? And so I found that very interesting, because oftentimes in our community, men that look like us are concerned with the way that we spend their money, or feeling as though we're trying to get something from them.
No, is that what they do?
Yes, friend.
Well, it's
I dressed it that up good, friend.
interesting that you say that.
Tell me why.
It's so funny that you say that,
Because I just want to spend our money like it's ours.
interesting, because if we would say some stuff like that, we would be gold diggers.
Yeah.
But it's so funny.
that's what they said about her.
No. It wasn't. Because it's so funny about the colorism issues that we have in our community.
Come on
in our
now.
own community.
Come on now.
Because if someone would say it with a fairer shade, it's cute.
Christina, they ate her alive.
No. Internet ate her alive. Her husband loves it. He married her.
Yeah, but
Right.
I was reading something.
And the rest of you men are marrying them.
No, I read something where bruh said that's what he wanted. Yeah.
No,
Why, he make millions. Why is my
let's
wife
be
doing
clear.
anything?
Love
No,
whoever you love.
Right.
And I have no issues with interracial relationships and things like that. I
Right.
have an issue with colorism.
Right.
I have an issue with any type of discrimination or disparity because of the color of your skin.
Right.
So if you treat, if I say one thing because I'm a brown color, and another woman can say the same thing that is a lighter color, a fairer color, they call it fair. We're not fair.
We're not fair.
So it's a crazy thing that you receive it differently because we say it. Like, it's amazing to me. I
So-
don't respect that.
I agree with you.
I do have an issue with that.
I don't respect it.
And I wish that, and I'm just going to say it because we're having girl talk. I really wish that our brothers would really dive into treating themselves and making sure that they're healed to be able to be a great king to us women. Because there's so many sisters out here that have it going on. Okay,
Listen, all my girls are fine. They got their stuff together.
You see it.
They are good women. I mean to tell you, they smell good. They look good.
She
they
was like, all
cook.
my friends got houses and
They
big old houses.
do. Like they have nice cars, big old houses, and they know how to treat a man, and they just
Right.
want somebody to hold them close. You know,
We
just
want that.
We just want love.
And let's talk. Let's be vulnerable.
Why do you think men don't do that though? Why do you think they're? Hold
Because
on.
y'all don't respect the black woman.
Who? When? Where?
Order in the court.
When? I mean, we don't respect all black women.
No, you don't respect the black
We don't
woman.
respect all women.
But what
Period.
I mean, and that's fair because that's
Just like
your
women don't
thing.
respect all women, and y'all know who them women are. Stop playing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but I
saying?
cannot stand. And I got very emotional about this today, and I'm going to try not to get emotional about it.
You better not.
I won't run this mascara. So I really got very emotional about the fact that Stacey did not win, Stacey Abrams. And I was just like, she went and registered 3 million people. Ooh. 2 million people showed up. Ooh. Where the other million at? Okay? But then, so I woke up the next morning. I looked at the polls. I looked at everything. And the first thing that I looked at Instagram, the first thing that popped up was Kemp won. And I was like, okay, fair is fair. Somebody went out and voted. They went out and voted.
That's right.
But then what bothered me was the next thing that came up, because Instagram will
absolutely.
go really fast. Glorilla came up. Period. And I'm just like, listen, I love artists. I've been around the music industry all of my life. My biggest issue is the fact that we don't take shit seriously. At all. And this stuff affects us so deep and so to our core. You don't understand, like, who are our MLKs? Who are our, okay, keep it cute. Keep it cute.
Me?
She almost came out.
Okay. She's there. She's in there.
Who, if you know, you know.
Okay.
Who are our Malcolm X's and our Maya Angelou's?
You know what?
And it just hurt me because I felt like.
But it's not about those people are silence. Those people don't have a reach. Those people don't have a reach. So in our culture, ignorance sells.
Yes.
Ignorance sells, sex sells.
I cannot stand this Sukiana stuff. I'm going to be honest. Please, y'all can cancel me if you want to. I know you don't know because you don't be knowing any of these.
Yeah, I don't know these new people.
But the way that this Sukiana puts herself, listen, she gets her money the way she gets it. And I respect everybody's hustle. Mm-hmm. But when you sacrifice our culture and you put women that look like us in jeopardy of people taking us seriously, it really bothers me.
Carly, let me ask you something. Does it make it any better that the pornographic material that Sukiana has online is with her fiance or her husband? They married or something. Doesn't make it any better.
If you are doing this ratchet behavior with your child, with your husband, with your mother, it still shows the same freaking message.
It does.
We stand together as a culture.
That's the problem. The problem is with our culture, we don't stand together. And I said this a while ago. If we're not together, if we don't support each other and stand together, we don't have anything. And the one thing about the community is, one thing you should always learn is if we stick together,
yes,
we will go so much further. We will be so much further.
It's like we don't understand the power that we have and the vibranium that we possess as people of color. And we're speaking authentically because we are people of color.
Yeah.
Hey, why do y'all think, I know y'all ain't really talking about politics, but you mentioned Stacey. Why do you think she got beat?
Because we didn't go out and vote.
I think we did.
No.
It was 50%. The registered voters, 50% went out and vote. So let's be honest.
It's going to be hard for a black woman to win in Georgia.
Hold on, but here's the thing. And I'm not going to really get into the politics things, but what I can say is what I've heard is more people would rather, before they would see a woman, I've heard people say before they would see a woman run the state, they would rather anything else.
Right.
Or a black woman.
And people that look like us said that.
Right.
Oh,
but
that's true.
But, everybody has their own views and you allow them to have their own views. But what I say is, we have to wake up. Stop looking at people's color.
Right.
Judge them by the content of
their character.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And if she was a better candidate, whether she was white or black, Mexican or Asian, if she was a better candidate based off of what we know about her credentials, about what she's done for the community, as far as what we've tangibly been able to see, then we should be able to vote for that person. But because we don't go out and we don't vote actively.
That's a new thing.
What made her the better candidate, though?
I'm sorry?
What makes her better than Kemp?
Well, you have to look. Okay.
Well, we went off the subject because we're in the politics.
We're all the way in.
Well, let's talk about it. So we went off, but I feel like a lot of things I feel like, because I run for office before, and I feel like as a black woman, I was undervalued. I feel like even with my own people, they wanted me to overprove. They were like, okay, what can you do for us? well, have you asked anybody else that ran for
That's
office
true.
that served
Right.
That's
them?
facts.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So it's like, why am I held to a higher standard?
Right.
I'm held to a Jesus Christ standard.
Right. We
But
are
everybody-
as the way that we look, we are.
But everybody else is held to, they can just slide in on GP, general principle. And I just like stop it. I feel like there's messaging there that is going on in this world, and I feel like we just all need to just respect each other as people, love each other as people. First of all, in the Black community, because I am a Black woman.
Yes.
We need to bring the Black families back
Yes.
together. I feel like there's a lot of messaging that's tearing us apart.
Yes.
Even with the colorism issues and thinking, having preference for a certain shade.
Yes.
It's tearing the
It
families
is.
apart.
It's tearing our families apart. Social media is tearing our families apart. And I honestly believe, just kind of take it back from a cultural standpoint, because we are people of color, social media is tearing our culture to shreds.
Yes.
It's not tearing it apart. It is tearing it to shreds.
Yes.
And so what bothers me the most is the fact that our new generation, Gen X, they're seeing this and they're like, okay, well, I guess this is the wave. When our grandmothers that are still within the same generation are alive, that's able to say, I sat on a segregated bus.
Come on.
Okay? But then
And
you've got...
I worked and I walked and I worked for us the right to vote. And
Yes.
You sitting at home talking about my vote don't count.
Right, or you sitting here wanting to go find concert tickets and standing in line to go to concerts or to get tennis shoes or whatever the case is, but you can't stand in line to vote. Do you know, and I'm not meaning to go back deep down into politics, and we're not, but I stood in line to vote for President Obama for 7 hours.
Those were the days.
That was one day.
Yeah.
That was the first time around. The second time, I stood in line for 4 hours because I believed in what my grandparents did, and I believed in what my ancestors did. And so we need to get back as a culture to what our ancestors believed.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, this has nothing to do with Christianity, has nothing to do with, what you believe and what you don't. Let's really just take it back to the facts.
Yeah.
And truly understand who we are as people.
Yeah.
We need to do better. That is the message.
That's a fact. And we need to bring it back. You know what? Everything I do, even in dating, and this is, honestly, it's hard to hear, because when I say it to men, they get shake up. They get shooken when I say I operate in love in everything I do. Like, men say, what you mean? I mean, I don't love you. I ain't gonna love you until about... Listen,
relax.
That's the problem. And that's the first problem.
Right.
If you don't love me until 8 months from now, I'm gone. You've lost me.
But they have to understand what that looks
You
like.
have to operate in love starting today.
Operating in love and being in love is two different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Operate from day one in love. Always move in love. If you move in love, you'll never have to worry about rubbing someone the wrong way.
Right. Or you never have to worry about what you spent and didn't get back.
Right.
Because it's all about intention.
Because it's about what you did from the heart.
Right. I would agree with that. Trav, what
Yeah.
you got to say? You feeling this message?
Trav, you have an issue with what I'm saying?
He's feeling this message. I can tell.
Because if you have an issue with what I'm saying, we can bring you to the light.
We just lost our pink light behind y'all.
You said what?
We lost our light.
Oh, let me tell you something. We gonna be pink, okay? So I wanted to address some of the questions just to kind of shift, because this was good.
Right.
So we did have some questions from our audience, which I think is great. So I chose 2 because there were so many.
Hi, audience.
So this is actually from Jackie Ojai on Instagram. So find her at Jackie, which is JACKIEOJI. Her question was, are men truly monogamous by nature?
Where did you get that question? Because when were they? That's like
I think it's a Western type thing that converted.
Are they monogamous by nature?
Yeah.
Are men truly monogamous? Monogamous.
Ooh, honey, the cards is falling. We got it.
Girl, the energies are shifting.
So I at one point I dated a guy, and it got to a point where he started getting shaky grounds, and he felt like he's like, I've learned that I just don't believe in monogamy. And it wasn't me, but it was him trying to do this one person thing.
Oh.
And, the issue behind it was that he had a large appetite, because in med school, he had 2 girlfriends that he lived with, and that was his life, and he enjoyed it. He loved it. And so when it came down to one person, it was kind of like he was missing something. So,
but you're going to stop working one day
at a time.
And when you stop working, you're going to want that woman that want to sit there with you when you think.
So,
stop, sir.
Listen.
Listen, sir. Here's the thing. We all going to get old one day. I know you living your life. You want to live it how you want to live. I say that. That's one thing I don't ever take from anybody. You got one life to live. Live it how you want to live it.
Live it how you want to live it.
If you want multiple women, I'm just not fit for it. You
right.
know?
And that's okay. So what I want them to understand is we're just not the ones.
Not the ones.
And you have to go to those ones. I think there should be a special website for those people that want to, maybe an island.
Yeah.
Like, let there be an island for those people that actually want to live polyamorous lifestyles, non-monogamous lifestyles. Like, I need you guys to go ahead and live those lifestyles away from us. And everybody that believes in monogamy and that actually wants that one person and to actually live in it with intention, let them live.
But here's the thing, men.
In
and
Atlanta.
I see a lot of you all, you're getting older. Okay? and you're creeping up in age, buddy. And honestly, after a certain age,
you're going to be a little wrinkly in certain areas.
After a certain age, you stop functioning.
Oh.
You know, your body slows down. Okay? Don't act like you want to be monogamous with me then, sir.
Yeah, we don't want, I'm glad you said that because we talked about that. Don't come find us.
Hello.
With the foundation and all the goodness going on, right? Cook Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, buy matching pajamas, no problem, submissive.
And the candles.
And the candles, of course. Shout out to Golden Mob. Get into it. And then try to come find us afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You need to find your woman while you're in your best years. So you can go hiking and so you can go skydiving or whatever it is that you want to do with your significant other that you want to share your life with. Yeah. Stop these older men. Stop going to pursue these young women because guess what? All they really want is a comfortable lifestyle because they know you older. They know you don't work that well.
So a thing about those younger women, a man was talking about, his group of friends, they usually try to pursue younger women.
Is this the same group I know about?
Probably. And he was asking, wonder why they pursue these younger women. And I was saying, honestly, what the interesting part that he was saying about the men, he said, I see the men, they're reducing, like the women are really immature and childish, and the men are trying to reduce themselves to be on the level
accommodate
of the woman. So here's the thing, and here's what I told him. I said the men are not secure in themselves. They're not real, like they're not established men. Like they look like they got it together. They got their money, they got their everything.
Right. They don't have an emotional foundation is what that is. They have not grown fully as men. Right. Or what's happened is they grew fully as men, but then they started retreating back to what they think is cool because they want to accommodate these young women because they got something, the financial foundation, but they don't have the emotional foundation.
And if you want a real woman, if you want a woman to match your level, even if you like younger women, stay there, king.
Right.
Stay up here.
King?
And let her...
Or servant.
Let her match you. Let her come up to your level.
Right.
Never reduce yourself to her level.
Right.
Like, don't be childish and you 45 trying, acting like you cool.
No, put your Brook Brothers
standing
on.
Put
your Armani suit
standing up
on.
on the couches at the club. Relax.
And why do y'all stand on the couches in the sections? You already in the section. Stop. I hate that.
They want to be seen, ma'am. They want to be seen. It's not cute.
I don't like the sitting on the.
It's too much.
It's just a bit much for me.
It's a bit much.
But I agree with you.
But the young girls like it.
So the young girls like it, and which is fine. So we want to make sure because we speak to both the naysayers and the point.
But it's good to cater to the young girls because honestly, like your friend was saying, young girls don't have as many expectations as we do.
They don't. They just want a bag and they'll do a threesome with you. And your homeboys.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they'll do
but then
whatever.
you also had a friend that said, us women that have their stuff together don't want anything. Like he said we don't desire gifts and things like that.
Oh yeah, because we have our stuff together. Okay.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes.
What do you really want?
Okay. Do you want to answer or you want me to? Because
what do you really want?
So what do I want?
Let me say this. If you're able to really take care of yourself, What is it that you really want in a partner?
Well, let me tell you something.
Okay.
I can't take care of myself. That's a fact. So when I meet a man and he says you're independent, I stop him there. And
And what do we say?
Nothing,
No, I'm not.
Nothing about me is independent. Because I need a man to like I love a man to be able to come in and handle things like, you know, like just for everything. Just
Be the man.
Be the man. Oh my God. If we're like, pump the gas, you know,
Open the
hold me at
doors.
night because I can't sleep without being held, you know, things like that.
Right.
You know, like if we're going on a trip, you know,
Book the trip.
have the bag.
Surprise
like
me.
He's rolling the bags.
Right.
You know, those little things are big. And like,
I would agree.
Yeah, and it's the protection. It's the security feeling for me that works. That I desire the most.
Yes. I think for me, what's important is, so anybody that knows me and knows what my intentions are, I actually love masculinity.
Yes, God.
I love a masculine man that can say, I got it. Let me go do it. I'm going to go, you know, I got it. I'm going to
Yes.
go. And because guess what? When you have a foundation, we'll
Yes.
say, you have to take care of everything. Like I was telling
But you take care of your things, and I'm gonna take care of the things I'm
right.
supposed to take care
I'm going to take care of the things that I'm supposed to take care of. Because right now I'm
of.
taking
I'm
the
gonna take
trash
care
out.
of you, but I'm gonna take care of
Right.
you because a lot of men they think they got it all together.
They
You
don't.
You need a good woman to help you be better. A woman, and if you in a relationship and your feet ashy, sir, you single. Okay?
Right.
Let's be very clear. If you're in a relationship, sir, and your back is out of order,
Or if
like,
your skin's not good.
if your skin's not good,
If you're married or you're in a relationship with a woman and your skin's not good,
You
your nails
single.
are
you're
unmanicured,
single.
you out here looking single.
You're single.
You out
sir.
here looking like a whole charity case.
You know, so like when you get to me and I'm like, hold on, baby, let's work on your first.
When
of all,
was the last time you got a teeth cleaning, honey?
What do you mean your back is not good?
What?
She said your back is not good.
Well, like if you're like, you know, massage your back. You work. Massage your man.
I'm gonna be making sure if I'm
And
getting
first
massages.
of all, why your feet ashy? You never gonna be like you, sir.
Right. So that is
You
the
never
thing
gonna
with a
be ashy
woman
with me,
that has a
ever.
foundation. It's like I know how to take very good
Why
care
you
of myself.
ashy, sir.
He's probably ashy because he just don't clean. You know what I'm saying?
No, he don't. He's
moisturize.
ashy.
He
gets
doesn't
out the
know
shower
which
and
product.
His woman ain't putting no lotion on his little ashy feet. Period.
Or he doesn't know which product to use.
No, his woman don't know which
You
product.
gonna be right.
Because you got a woman. Hello. So anyway, like I was saying, if you got a good woman, you're not gonna come like my man is gonna be well manicured. He's gonna be looking good.
Mine
it's
too.
not gonna be you're not gonna question if he
I'm
has
gonna
a woman.
yes, I'm
period.
gonna make sure that my man looks very
You
well
remember
manicured.
Jay-Z when he got with Beyonce? He got the little vegan, got the cleaning it up and
Skin's nice.
skin and in a suit,
In a suit.
European cut.
Oh,
playing
I
with
love a
him.
nice European
Listen,
cut.
Stop playing with me.
So, we good on time? Okay. So we got one more.
We are good.
Look,
We're
what Brent
always
said.
good.
No, everybody does this. They're like, no, we want to keep going. So, Trav asked us what women desire. I'm going to say what I desire. I desire a man with a foundation, a solid foundation that's ready to receive. I'm going to keep it real simple.
Ready to receive love.
Ready to receive love, a healed man that's ready to communicate his emotions and be vulnerable to me, because I'm going to treat you like a delicate king, and I need you to treat me like a delicate flower.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I need us to talk softly to each other. Like talk soft to me because I'm going to talk soft to you.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is going to get that other
here's
stuff.
the thing.
But I'm going to be soft to my man.
But he can be an alpha male and still talk soft to you. See, here's the
Ooh,
thing.
let's talk about where's my card for my alpha male?
Men, y'all be thinking like alpha men have to be aggressive and abrasive.
Can I drop
But
my
really,
card?
a real true alpha male can keep me in my femininity.
Yes.
You know, a real alpha man, I don't raise my voice. Like, I have a couple of alpha men in my life, mentors, godfather.
Yes.
And, like, if I say something out of line, my godfather said to me, that's how you gonna talk to me?
Oh, you told me that.
And I said this, you know what?
You checked yourself.
Guess not. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that to you. Like,
But we need to make sure that we have an understanding of an alpha male.
Yes.
So an alpha male isn't the guy that walks around pounding his chest and being, like, oh, I'm a man, do what I say.
No.
An alpha male is a man in our eyes and in my eyes is a man that is able to be delicate when it's time to be delicate.
But he can command the room. He can command the
Yes.
space without asserting any aggression. It's just a natural thing.
Yes.
Yeah. He demands
Without
respect
aggression.
It. Yeah.
So yes, I want an alpha male that's able to be delicate and be respectful. And I dated an alpha male once before, and he was delicate. He's like, "Oh, you're going to see your mom? Make sure you go get your parents gifts."
Yeah.
Like we complimented each other so well,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful. But let me tell you,
I want an alpha male that just knows how to treat just treat a woman. Just keep me in that space.
yeah.
Yeah, just
Would you consider? Because some men would consider a woman that has a foundation. Would you consider yourself hard to deal with?
No.
Are you being transparent?
I'm being very transparent. Okay, let me be clear.
Okay, let's be clear.
If you want to be the mediocre version of you, then I'm going to be hard.
Right.
If you want to be the best version of you, then it's
Yes.
going to be just what you're looking for.
Yes.
So I'm not really going to be everybody's cup of tea.
And
because-
likewise, yes.
Yeah. So in my life, I want to be the very best version of me. And any man that I'm going to be with, I want him to be the very best version of him. So whatever whatever I can do to make you better,
Yes, I love it.
I'm going to make you better. And hopefully you do the same for me.
Exactly. So we're going to get to another
And
audience.
sometimes making yourselves better is not the easy way.
It's not. I need somebody to have patience.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have patience with you.
Yeah.
When God sends me my person, because I'm not picking them, God is.
Yeah.
When that person comes to me, I'm going to know.
Right.
Because I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel the energy behind it. I'm going to
Absolutely.
feel everything
It's just
behind
gonna
it.
feel like
and
a-
it's going to feel organic and easy.
Yeah.
Right?
This works.
Things should look and feel easy when you meet somebody. If
How
you
y'all
feel
doing
like-
with y'all relationships?
Right.
Are they working? Do they just work?
Were you talking about your app?
No, I'm talking to the camera. Because here's the thing. Hello. Would you risk it all and lose a woman that you know is for you just to be with your living roommate that you got now?
Oh. Trav, you look like
Just-
you want to say something.
Why does he have a living roommate? And is a living roommate a man or a woman?
It's a woman that, all these people, some of these people are in relationships for the sake of splitting bills. Is it a fact or is it a fact?
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Okay.
I mean, I've met women that say they wish they had somebody that would go 50-50 with them.
I don't think Travis.
Trav.
Like
What
I've met women
country
that
are you in?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I've met
What are you
women.
talking
Are you in a Decatur? 'Cause it's different.
I'm all over this
What
beach.
is that?
You know what I'm saying? I've met women.
I cannot.
Matter of fact, we just had somebody on the show the other week, the doctor. She said, man, I wish I had somebody to contribute to my household.
Yeah, a good man, but what are you saying?
She said anything that he brings helps. That's what she said. And then she said,
Okay.
most men I
Well,
meet
this
probably
is
ain't gonna make as much
Christina
money
J
I make
segment.
anyway.
I cannot.
So let me ask you something. Christina J. Do you desire a man that makes more money than you? Does that matter?
I mean, not desire. No one ever desires.
I asked Christina. I ain't asked you.
No one ever desires somebody that makes less.
Ma'am.
Answer.
Ma'am.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Let me get some more wine.
Being disrespectful to the guests.
I don't know. Well, here's the go.
Do you desire a man to make?
I don't necessarily desire that he make more money than me. I desire that he have equal to or higher the ambition that I have.
Okay.
Because as a woman, I have a lot of business mind, business sense, and I hope he does too. We bring them together. We get our stuff together.
Yep.
However, I'm going to do that with one man. I'm
Gotcha.
not going to do that
Gotcha.
with a boyfriend that they doing out here on the streets.
I'm not doing
Let
it.
me
Dating.
Let me ask both of y'all something. What is more important? A person that can manage money or a person that can manage a relationship?
So it depends. Is this person bringing
What do you
money
mean
to
when
the
you say
table?
manage a relationship?
Manage a relationship.
What are
A
you
person
saying?
that can be in a relationship.
In a
Because
solid, good
some people
relationship.
don't know how to be in a relationship. Let's say that.
So I understand what you're asking. So I have a question to be able to answer that question. So is this person bringing solid financials to the relationship?
I mean, we don't know. He might not.
Okay, let's
Okay,
say
that's
he
so-
does,
that
because he
matters.
would.
You know?
Let's say he does.
You know?
Then if he can manage the relationship, I can help him manage the
Facts.
money.
So managing the relationship is more important. Him being able to be in a relationship.
It depends on where this
But
man
Because
is
some
in
people,
his life.
some people can't be in a relationship. They just don't know how to.
No,
they don't know
to-
how to manage that.
But to take it back to what you said, it depends, because if this man is bringing money but he can't balance a relationship,
And a lot of men do that.
I don't want him. But
That's
if
a
he's
fact.
bringing money and he doesn't know, well,
If
am I
he's
saying
bringing
that
a
right?
relationship,
If he's bringing money but he's struggling with balancing the
relations.
relationship, I can work with him.
Right.
But if he's not bringing any financials and he can balance a relationship, that's all these fine ass dudes out here. They
Yeah, I don't know
fine.
about that.
We
You know
saw
what
them
I'm saying?
yesterday.
Like, I don't know about
they
that.
were in there.
And guess what? They may not have the financials, but they can be your everything. They can take your trash out. They can rub your feet. They can book your massages that you're gonna pay for. It's easy for that. It's hard to find a man that has his financial situation squared away and his emotional situation squared away, and that can successfully be in a relationship.
What if you meet a man that has all the money that you need and he spends it however he wants to spend it? He blows it.
Well,
Like he lives from check to
don't
check.
like that.
He makes
oh,
a
no.
lot of money.
We don't
Let's
like
say
that.
let's say he makes a lot of money. Let's
Sir,
say
we don't like
let's
that.
give a ballpark. Let's say he do about $250 a year. Right?
I'm not
Is that
interested.
a lot of money?
Let's just say I'm just saying ballpark. He do about
If
$250 a year.
if he's making 250, so there's a couple different components.
But he get paid twice a month, and he's struggling in about 5 days after he get paid.
Absolutely not.
He's a mess. But
Because-
he needs a woman to show him, because apparently.
Well,
don't
does he
know.
have any sort of what does it mean?
He
when-
buying them Balmain sweatshirts.
Does
You
he
know,
have
them
any
Gucci
So let me
shoes.
tell you this.
He got more shoes than you.
This man has no discipline, is what it is. That's the word I was looking
Let's say
for.
that he got more shoes than you got.
Oh, we're going shopping together.
He need a good
You know what I'm
woman.
saying?
I think he needs a good woman.
He doesn't have any
Because
discipline.
I've met men like that who spend, and they want to spend on me. But I'd be like, if you're my man, I appreciate it. But now it's our money, so we got to do it responsibly.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But anybody that's spending money fast and he wants to pursue me, I'm not really interested. Because is it illegal?
No,
I mean, he telling you the same. Y'all going to St. Regis every day.
No,
no.
absolutely
Every
not.
day.
Not with 250.
Yeah, that could be that can be legal. Legal money.
But it could be legal, but not with 250. Where you living?
$250 a
Because
year.
if you're making 250, I'm assuming that your mortgage or your rent is at least 3,500.
negative.
Man, 250. That's a lot of money a year.
It's not that
250,000.
much. It's not that much.
Trust me, it's
Man, 10 grand a month is a lot.
sir. Well, it depends on your
250
lifestyle.
is double that.
Right.
It depends on your lifestyle, and if this guy's going to St. Regis every night, he's blowing money fast.
At
he has
250,
BMF.
look at
big
him. Let me
time.
tell you something. At 250 a year, I'm in the sky with 21 Savage now.
Trav,
I'm trying to
Trav,
tell you.
you do not
I
have a
am.
dependent.
That'd be
You are getting ready to be
look,
taxed like a
a
mother.
person that makes 250 a year can easily pay 10 grand a month.
Yeah,
Rent.
absolutely. 10
Rent.
grand.
Yeah.
No.
But are you
Rent.
saving? Are you investing?
Right.
Are you like what
That's
else?
your
We ain't talking about doing none of that. We ain't talking
Oh,
about
he's
that.
not doing any of that.
We ain't talking about none of
I
that.
don't want him.
It's a mess.
Let
talking
him go
about-
to the
He needs a
streets.
woman.
We talking about he got the look,
He
he
needs a
got the
financial
money,
planner or
he
a
can show you
woman.
his W-2,
Trav.
he got the S-Class,
Trav, I
and
don't
he
care.
got the
Let him
and he
go
got
to
the
the streets.
Gladiator.
He is not good long term, and he's bad. He's bad for
He on
business.
top floor.
He is
Now, top
bad
floor.
for business.
Do we have another? Is it another question?
So
'Cause
he
he's
is.
not
Trav is getting ready to make us
He's
say
not
yes.
good for us.
So we want to shout out to our girl Moneybag, MONIE. I'm sorry,
Monin.
MONI_BAG on IG.
I thought it was bags.
Money bags.
Okay.
Travis gonna make sure it show up because
Okay.
it's the wine that didn't got it.
Man, you want me to do all that?
So this is
God
Money
damn.
Bags, our girl Tiara. So her question was, do black men still believe and want to be married? Trav, maybe you're a black man.
Yes, definitely, indeed.
It was the sigh for
Here's
me.
the thing.
But no, let me say this. Black men are presented with a lot of women that are not marriage potential. Most of the
That's what
time
that's what
we
y'all
see,
chasing.
no, it's because of what we see when you go places.
Well, if you're dating in the right
Well, we got to go to
generation,
church. You can't even
you'll
go to
get a woman that can
You
still
can't even
cook
go
and
to
do all
church,
those
and you can't even go to church.
Who
Because
can't?
look, some of the women, when soon they get out of church, they get in the car, they find up blunt cigarettes.
No, I don't know who these women are. Where
Ma'am.
are y'all meeting these women?
They be at the St. Regis.
Sir,
Now, let
well
me say-
then, they are not at the same regions because I don't see
But
them
you know what I'm saying, man.
prostitutes at the same regions.
There are a lot of good women in the world, but they're not out. They don't be out like
So,
that.
Trav, to answer Money's question, do you believe that there are good
Facts.
black men out here that still want to be married?
Yes, the majority
But
of black men
do they
wanna
want to be married for the right reason? Because I see a lot of men that are married that are marrying just to have someone at home, but they're not.
Engaged in the marriage.
Yeah, they're not present. They're not wanting to be there.
I
Hey,
think
we
there are
gotta
a
go
lot of
back
men
to
that are
what-
not present.
We got to go back to what your friend just agreed with me on.
What?
A lot of good women are not out there. You don't see them.
Yeah.
We don't
Well,
see
actually,
them.
I think it's a lot.
And I'm not saying I'm
full
not.
disclosure.
I'm not saying all women that
Myself
are
and
going
all of
out.
My girls are great women, but when y'all approach us, stop approaching us like you approach the
Right. Mediocres.
Man, look
Commoners.
here, man.
Commoners.
sorry,
Servants or another.
Well, no, I'm just saying, so, like, if you approach us with hesitations and reservations, like approach us women, the good women, how you did when you first met the woman
Yeah.
that broke your heart. Be that man that you was to her. Be that man to us.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, okay. So
you were completely you. You did
Yep.
everything that you wanted to do. You loved unconditionally. You were like, you had no reservations. Like, oh, I want to. You know what? I want to buy you something. Like, cause I just want to.
Right.
But now it's like, oh no, I don't do that anymore.
Or I'll buy you something, but what are you going to give me?
Yeah. Or I'll be the man for you, but what can you do for me? Like, no, we're not interested. So if you treat us,
Pull up the
how
whiskey mistress.
the man you were before you got your heart broke, be that man and you'll get that woman you want.
Period. So I will say this has been a very fun girls talk.
Yes.
I
always.
enjoyed it. Are you going to come back?
I'm going to always be with you.
Oh my God. You heard it here. You heard it live. Let's talk over cocktails with Carly. So I appreciate you coming. I really do. Thank you for being candid.
Mm-hmm.
Where can these people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at official Christina J. Please follow the page. It's spelled the regular way. Official Christina J initial. Follow me. You'll catch my shows if I'm performing and with my band or in any plays. You'll see me post. Come out and see me in Atlanta and beyond.
Hey. And I am Cocktails with Carly. You can find me on Instagram at cocktailswithcarly_. You can also find our show at Let's Talk Over Cocktails. Yeah, Let's Talk Over Cocktails. And then, of course, on YouTube, please like and subscribe. You can find us on YouTube at Let's Talk Over Cocktails with Carly. I am your host, Miss Cocktails with Carly, baby. Shout out to Trav in the back for making sure all of our vocals and our visuals look amazing. We look great. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.